the next video may be familiar to some of our friends. We take it back because many of our videos previously published had to be deleted. But we re-upload it because we are going to start analysis of movie fragments and series. A few months ago we wanted to analyze full movies, but we want to offer you a lot of topics and it would take us a lot of time to do full movie analysis. So we have decided to analyze fragments or specific dialogues that make a nod to what traders are planning for the farms of the world. In this way we can realize how they think with their intentions, especially with the technology that will be the great end of many animals and their farms. But not only is it a probable future what we are shown in series and movies, we can also take a look at the reconstruction of supposed facts of history. And I say assumptions, because the history of the farms has been manipulated at the convenience of a few. Well, everything that is exposed in the next few minutes of this video is going to continue to be implemented, except that we are going to analyze only fragments of the films or series. Calling him after much thinking and using our creativity, ha ha ha. Film fragments. Thank you very much, we send you a big hug. Hollywood means tree wood, but if we remove an L, it will be translated as sacred barite or sacred forest, so we will mention it in this way in this and other videos. In general, the films of the sacred forest have a plot that makes a cocktail of the following ingredients: half-truths and lies of historical events, sex, drugs, current misrepresentations, as well as the creation of new values in topics such as politically correct, morality, religion and sentimentality. This last ingredient is the most important of all, since your feelings are the lever from which they pull to be able to direct you to where they want. In this way you will say, "There are poor people. What a rage! How tender, he did it for love." All this is done for the purpose of manipulating the masses. When the elite wants to send a message of some dirty event that they have planned, they do it through the movies, and this is for people to give him an energetic force. In this way there is more chance that the plan comes out as they wish. This sacred forest is a dream factory that gives birth to a system of stars which are considered idols. Many of these stars, apart from their work in acting, live to serve and be slaves of despicable forms to the merchants. Maybe someday we will go deeper more on this topic. The films reinforce the conditioning of the mass so that the sheep accept the structures that they want to implant in all the farms. There are many lies that we give for truths due to the magic of the cinema. If you are not within the stereotype of the films of the sacred forest, the mass will see you as a misfit. The sacred forest and other entertainment programs point the finger at the propaganda made by their enemies back in 1940, but are you aware that this is precisely what this sacred forest does? Brainwashing. It is difficult for anyone to question them because official news and entertainment programs reinforce this washing, causing your subconscious to be caught to accept what you see on the big screen. We are witnessing a new direction in the theme of films where misrepresentation, good, bad, becomes more and more evident, putting animals that do bad things as heroes as the new attraction. In this way the sheep give their acceptance or shows indifferent to atrocities that are seen every day. Films like Pirates of the Caribbean, Suicide Squad, Ocean's 11, among others, that are clear example of it. How glorious can have the acts of stealing and killing. In that case we should applaud all the pigs and farmers on the farms for what they do. Many subjects that are really real and in which the movies unfold are hard to believe for most animals. What better place to hide something than to place it in the noses of all the sheep? Thus, any animal that wants to expose the movements of these entities will be labeled crazy. What? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, that movie I saw. Stop watching so many movies. The cinema that shows us some more positive values and an awakening of conscience to be a little better each time becomes less present within the popular billboard, example of which we can find in films like Avatar, The Matrix, The Giver, Inception, Minority Report, among many more. We can also watch as great successes at the box office that have positive messages for all animals give an unexpected turn in the sequel or prequel to confuse the viewer and persuade him of the positive value that they missed due to circumstances unknown to the audience. Most certainly not all the animals in the magic forest are bad. Maybe they want to communicate something, but not all of us can understand it easily. The vast majority of the people who make up the world of cinema belong to a very long generation of lineage. This is due to the fact that secrets are easier to preserve between families, since famous actors who realize the environment that lives within the magical forest when wanting to expose these dark practices are eliminated to prevent the leakage of valuable information for them. Usually when they are going to launch a film in which their plot could fit in existing locations or scenarios of some ranches or farms, these farms fight over the locations, cause a tourist influx that increases exponentially when wanting to visit where the film was developed, no longer with consumer products. If you want to increase the sales of a specific product, you just have to make the hero of the film drive such a car or drink such a drink. To that level of impact influences our psyche. A simple and plain movie. This film could have the purpose of being used as a mockery of someone who thinks differently from us, making fun of anyone who wants to share some information that could be true without first talking to that animal. And I'm not saying that they believe blindly in what conspiranoics try to say or what I want to say. Nothing is lost with listening. Using common sense and then investigate on your own to corroborate that it is true what I try to share. Do not close, talk, and check. Finally, I would like to tell you that if you only go to official sources, it is logical that they will tell you that everyone else is wrong and that they are white sheep that tell the truth. A very simple example. Ask the pig or farmer of your farm, how have you governed during this time? He will tell you that very well and that the farm has had the best percentages in diplomacy, great relations with other heads of farms, economy, employment, health, export, etc. When you live a reality very different from the one he tells you.
We are a channel which exposes themes from many areas converted into satire or sagas, but above all, those who are focused on a probable bleak future. We analyze songs and films with the aim of informing and sharing knowledge. The videos that we make will take Leon and I according to the theme. This is why we address issues of all kinds, from those who appear to be good as bad, but also give recommendations and proposals. We put our grain of